Farming requires hard labor. Thus, after land, labor is the most important requirement for cultivation. Some farmers work on their land with the help of their families. Medium and large farmers hire landless farmers or small farmers to work on their field in exchange for a small wages or for a small share of crop. Farm worker find different kinds of work like sowing, planting, harvesting and threshing at different times of the year. They may employed on daily wages for whole year. Farm laborers live a difficult life. Most of them have loans to repay and payment is very less like 60 rupees per day. With farm machine as shown over here, take over of the manual work that are done on the fields. Farm laborer find increasing difficult to find job. Many of them move to other places in search of job. Along with the land and labor, the third important requirement for farming is the capital or money required for cultivation. We have already seen the modern farming methods require a farmer to spend more on the farming. A small farmer can earn money only by selling his produce. Small farmers grow just enough crops to feed their families. They are left with little or nothing to sell to arrange for the capital required to grow another crops. The small farmers in Palampur are forced to borrow money from the big farmers or local money lenders. Besides paying a high rate of interest, small farmers also have to work as farm laborers for large farmers to repay the loan. The large farmers, on the other hand, produce a lot more than their own requirement. The large farmers in Palampur sell their surplus wheat to the trader in Raiganj at a very good profit. The large farmers deposit their money in banks or give it to small farmers. The large farmers also use their surplus profits to buy new fixed capital assets like farm machinery. The large farmers are also investing their money to non-farming activities like transport and shops. Thus, why the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer in the Palampur. Like most of the village in India, farming is the main production activity in Palampur. However, one-fourth of the population of Palampur is engaged in non-farming activity like shopkeeping, dairy, manufacturing and transport. Let us learn more about these activities. The moment you get down at Palampur bus stop, you will see small eatery shops and tea stalls set up by people in open space outside their house. Further into the village, you will find some shopkeeper who buy goods from wholesaler in Shapur and sell them in Palampur. You can get all these things of daily use like groceries, fruits and vegetables and stationery shops in Palampur. Let us move on to the dairy. Several people in Palampur are engaged in dairy activities. Buffaloes in the dairies are fed jowar and bajra that are grown in Palampur itself. Milk from the dairies in Palampur is transported daily to Raiganj, and some traders from Shapur have set up collection centers and chilling plants in Raiganj from where milk is supplied to different parts of towns and cities. Now, let us look at manufacturing. When we talk about manufacturing, we immediately think of large factories, production plants in industrial towns and cities. However, in villages like Palampur, manufacturing happens at a much smaller scale using simple and traditional methods. Several families in Palampur are engaged in small scale manufacturing activities like making handicrafts, weaving cloth and baskets, and making of candles. All members of the family contribute to the manufacturing activities, and outside labor is very rarely hired. Meet Mistry Lal, the entrepreneur. He has set up a sugarcane crushing machine on his field. His machine offers many advantages over the traditional method of crushing sugarcane using bullocks. Mistry Lal buys his sugarcane from other farmers in Palampur. He sells the jaggery to the traders in Shahpur and earns simple profit, that is small profit. Coming to transport, Palampur is connected with Raiganj and Shahpur. A number of people in Palampur are engaged in transporting people through this route using a variety of vehicles like cycle rickshaws, bullock carts, jeeps, tractors, and trucks. Here is Kishora, a man of multiple jobs. He is another interesting story. Kishora doesn't own any land. Till a few years ago, he worked as a farm laborer. The little money he earned was hardly insufficient for his family. Then Kishora took a loan under a government scheme providing loans to landless laborers and bought a buffalo. He now sells dairy products for his living. Kishora also bought a cart for his buffalo and used it for different types of transportation. Every month, Kishora earns some extra money by transporting all kinds of material from clay for the village potter to jaggery for traders in Shahpur. Kishora's financial condition is much better now. So here we end with this chapter. Thank you.